Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a kind old woman who loved to bake. Her cottage was filled with the delightful aroma of fresh bread, sweet pastries, and all sorts of treats. One day, as she was preparing a batch of gingerbread cookies, she decided to make a special one. She shaped the dough into a little man and added currants for eyes and buttons. Just before she put him in the oven, she whispered a magical chant she had learned from her grandmother. As the cookies baked in the oven, something extraordinary happened. The little gingerbread man came to life. He jumped off the baking tray and ran out of the open window, shouting,
"Run! Run as fast as you can! You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man!"
The old woman was astonished to see her creation come to life, and she quickly chased after him. "Come back, gingerbread man," she called, but he was too fast for her. The gingerbread man raced through the village, past the fields, and over the hills, his high-pitched voice echoing in the air.
"Come back, gingerbread man,"
she called, but he was too fast for her. The gingerbread man raced through the village, past the fields, and over the hills, his high-pitched voice echoing in the air. Along his journey, the gingerbread man encountered various animals, each tempted by the delicious scent emanating from his warm, golden brown body. First, he met a cow grazing in a meadow. "Stop, gingerbread man! I want to eat you!" called the cow.
"Stop, gingerbread man, I want to eat you."
But the gingerbread man chuckled and replied,
"I've run away from the old woman, and I can run away from you too."
And with that, he darted away, leaving the bewildered cow behind. Next, he encountered a horse in a field. The horse neighed and said,
"Halt, gingerbread man. I'd love to have a taste of you."
But the gingerbread man giggled and said,
"I've run away from the old woman, the cow, and I'll run away from you too."
And off he went, leaving the puzzled horse in his sugary dust. The gingerbread man's adventure continued as he crossed a river, using a cunning fox's tail as a bridge. The fox, intrigued by the delicious aroma, offered to help the gingerbread man reach the other side. As they scampered across the fox's tail, the sly creature said,
"You look so tasty, gingerbread man. Wouldn't you like to ride on my back? It would be much safer."
But the gingerbread man, wise to the fox's tricks, replied,
"I've run away from the old woman, the cow, the horse, and I'll run away from you too."
And with a swift leap, he hopped off the fox's tail and continued his sprint. The gingerbread man was feeling triumphant, believing he had outsmarted everyone who tried to catch him. However, as he approached a river, he realized he had reached an obstacle he couldn't overcome. The sly fox was not giving up so easily.
"Dear gingerbread man, I can't swim, and the river is too wide for me to leap across. Would you mind hopping on my back, and I'll carry you across safely?"
The fox proposed. The gingerbread man hesitated but thought.
"The fox can't catch me in the water."
So he agreed to the fox's offer and hopped on its back. The fox began to swim across the river, and the gingerbread man felt a sense of relief. As they reached the middle of the river, the crafty fox said,
"Oh no, gingerbread man! My back is getting wet and I'm afraid you might fall off. Why don't you climb onto my head?"
The gingerbread man, still thinking he had outsmarted the fox, climbed onto its head. But as soon as they reached the opposite bank, the fox tossed the gingerbread man into the air and snapped him up with a quick bite. The sly fox had finally caught the elusive treat. The villagers, who had been watching the chase, sighed in disappointment. The old woman, the cow, the horse, and even the fox had tried to catch the gingerbread man, but it was the crafty fox who succeeded in the end. And so the tale of the Gingerbread Man came to a bittersweet conclusion. The moral of the story is that cleverness alone may not always be enough to escape the challenges that come our way. Moral of the story: the Gingerbread Man teaches us that cleverness alone may not always lead to success. While intelligence and quick thinking are valuable, it's essential to be aware of the intentions and motivations of those around us. The story reminds us that overconfidence can blind us to potential dangers, and cooperation and humility are often crucial for overcoming challenges. In the end, the Gingerbread Man's failure to consider the true nature of the sly fox serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of balance between wit and wisdom in navigating life's journey.